A polar explorer who's known to have led historical expeditions in the Arctic visited Brainerd this past weekend. Hannah Tran has more on how his past expeditions led him to discuss climate and the economy throughout Minnesota.
The topic of human-induced climate change is ongoing and often in debate. Polar explorer Will Steger and Fresh Energy's J. Drake Hamilton toured Minnesota to localize the discussion.
We had in southern Minnesota in the last 10 years 3 1,000-year floods. And then we had federal disaster designations for drought and for flood.
Steger is a renowned polar explorer who led historical expeditions. He spent over 50 years in the Arctic to study climate and weather.
And 20 years ago, the scientists predicted the first changes would be in the polar regions. And I saw these changes, and they were extremely powerful.
To reduce heat in hyperactive atmospheres, science policy directors like Hamilton are looking to renewables. She sees Minnesota as one of the leading states.
Minnesota has become a leader in renewable energy, and we've developed so much wind power now that people are starting to learn that this is a real economic venture.
One question remains prevalent in national discussions. Can renewable energy be economically feasible, optimal, and competitive? The experts included the Brainerd Lakes area as one stop for this discussion.
We think Brainerd and Baxter are the epicenter of people who are concerned about natural resource-based industries.
Incorporating this issue with the economy remains a challenging endeavor for experts nationwide. They hope that the love for the outdoors, like here in the Lakes area, will provide an incentive. Hannah Tran, Lakeland News.
The League of Women's Voters in Brainerd sponsored that event.
If you've enjoyed this segment of Lakeland News, please consider making a tax-deductible contribution to Lakeland Public Television.